Today, we're not just looking into food, but how it's stored and sold to us. It's all about food packaging. From fancy long cartons to attention-grabbing words and colors, food packaging is an integral part of food purchasing and consumption. But is it actually disguising what's really in our food? Is it safe from contaminants, and are kids actually influenced by packaging? Let's investigate. Do you think that this picture looks like what's actually inside the can? And voila! Most of the time, we don't actually get what we expect. That's why I want to investigate food packaging. How can we be sure that what we're getting is the real deal? And do certain types of food packaging affect the quality of our food?
You know, sometimes you go to the grocery, you're looking for a nice, healthy alternative for dessert. Sometimes the packaging is often very deceiving. Here I have 4 desserts: apricot yogurt, an all-natural Greek yogurt, a rich chocolate mousse, and lastly, a strawberry yogurt drink. So I'm going to ask a few passers-by which one of these 4 items they think has the most sugar. I'll have them rate it from 1 to 4. Let's see what they say. All right, Azza, I'm going to need your help on this one.
Okay.
Okay, I have 4 different types of desserts, and they all contain a little bit of sugar, and I need you to let me know which one you think has the most sugar. Rate it from 1 to 4.
This one first. Perhaps this one second.
Yep.
Third and fourth.
Here's the shocking truth, Azza. This chocolate mousse here actually contains the least sugar.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
This light and healthy 99% fat-free yogurt, most sugar. In fact, it's almost twice as much as the chocolate mousse. You have the yogurt smoothie next, and the third is the Greek yogurt. To sum it up, the light and healthy apricot yogurt ranks highest in sugar, followed by the strawberry yogurt drink. The Greek yogurt is third, and the yummy chocolate mousse has the least sugar. Now let's find out if other volunteers are just as shocked. This one has almost twice as much sugar as the chocolate mousse. The one you think has the most sugar?
Yes.
Has the least sugar.
Okay.
Are you surprised in any way?
Yes. My first impression would be that this has the most amount of sugar, and something which is healthier would have less sugar.
Just based on the packaging, right?
Yes, correct.
This chocolate mousse, which you thought had the most,
Yes.
has the least.
Oh.
The light and healthy yogurt has almost twice as much, you see.
Oh.
This chocolate mousse has the least sugar. The next time you're looking for a healthy dessert or snack alternative, don't just look at the front. Read the nutritional information as well. I'm in the home of over 30,000 products, all found in one place. Every single product here is screaming, "Buy me, buy me!" But how do I even begin to choose which brand to buy? I'm meeting Francis Tan, a retail specialist who will reveal to us the secret science behind packaging and its mesmerizing effects on consumers. So, are you ready to take me on a wild tour of the supermarket?
Sure, we should start here.
At the beginning?
Right, where it all begins.
Perfect, let's do it.
Okay.
So Francis, one thing I've noticed every time I go shopping, when I'm at the grocery, you always see the fresh fruit and veggies right at the front. There's got to be a strategy in terms of where things are placed at the supermarket, am I right?
Yes, certainly. You can see the color is vibrant, isn't it? Yeah, the orange, the green, the red, it conjures freshness, new, and it stimulates. Because these are products that customers have very strong propensity to have impulse buying. It makes you want to touch them, you want to buy them, want to taste them.
Want to touch them is the first thing I did.
Yes, you did, right?
So I think it's time we take this investigation into packaging another level, what say you?
Sure.
Okay, let's go. First stop, the freezer section, and an all-time favorite, ice cream.
Here you are. This just to show you the power of packaging.
Yes.
Packaging really is about marketing. It tries to define what the product represents, what the brand represents, so that the targeted customers know that you are reaching out to them and they respond accordingly.
How do kids respond to colors? Is it different from how adults do so, and maybe kids associate colors with certain things? What's your take on it?
Yes, it all depends on their life experience they draw on. So for the kids, for example, red color appeals to their curiosity. Something that is new, something that is excitable, and something that's in black. The appeal will be very strong for the adult, but not the kids. because black means classic, elegant.
So nothing happens by accident. I mean, look at this. Right here, we were looking at ice cream,
Sure.
and you've got some syrups.
Merchandise are on the shelf for reasons too, you know. It's high up here because it's visible. You just couldn't miss it when you walk past it, isn't it? And the color stops you, and the next moment, you know, you're bringing it out of the shelf and you're touching it. And you're looking at it.
can
You
just
almost want to
squeeze
squeeze
it
them,
out.
right?
Yeah.
That's part of the psychology, the colors, the shapes, the textile, the experience when you touch it.
And what's interesting too, by putting the syrups here next to the ice cream is you might just be coming in looking for ice cream, but all of a sudden, you're drawn to buy two things instead of the one.
Yeah, it's here because you can use them with your ice creams.
Ah, so is that almost like an impulse buy? You're there for ice cream, but then you get ice cream and syrup?
Yes, it's impulse buy as well as complimentary buy. You go beyond the items. You challenge the consumers to broaden the experience.
Let's take what we've learned to the classroom and see how some discerning consumers are pulled in by packaging.
So I'm about to meet some fun little 5-year-olds, and we're going to do an experiment with them to see whether packaging really makes a difference in their perception of taste and what they like to eat. So we put some carrots in this packet of a well-known brand and the same types of carrots in this plain one. Now it's time for the taste test. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 2 snacks. You're all going to try each one of these snacks, and you're going to tell me which one you like better. Munch, 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 think about it. Do you prefer snack number 1 or snack number 2?
Number 1. Number 1. I like number 1. Number 1.
Well, that was interesting. All 6 kids stuck with a popular brand that they recognized, which just goes to show how much of an impact recognizable brands have on kids and their taste buds.
Don't go away, because after the break, we delve deep inside the cereal box.
You know what they call that, right? Inception.
And we learn to decipher what all the jargon found on food packaging actually means. Before the break, we found out how branding plays a part on kids' taste buds and how the words on packaging can easily lead us astray. Now, let's go deeper into this issue at the supermarket breakfast aisle. We've all been told that cereal and breakfast foods are a core part of a healthy diet, but I'm curious to know what makes us choose breakfast brands and how certain messages assist our purchasing habits.
Now this is interesting.
It attracts you?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's so different looking in terms of packaging compared to what
Okay.
you're usually used to.
Okay.
So this one looks like a milk carton.
Tells you it's healthy, tells you about nutrition associated with that feeling of having a breakfast in your home.
So that's actually really smart. To have a cereal box look like a milk carton and just immediately you're drawn to it. And it's different in terms of shape.
Sure.
And then the colors, what drew me to this is like it looks like autumn. You can almost smell autumn. That's what they want you to do, huh?
Yes, that emotional undertones is very powerful. Yeah, it makes you want to have experience all over again, you know, of being at home, the warmth and the love of the family, yes, with healthy food.
Okay, let's have a look at this snack. Great for lunchtime.
Yes, it helps you to break the monotony of having the same sandwiches every day. If something is available besides what you eat every day, 5 bucks one on Monday,
Yep.
it takes you to Friday, 5 days a week.
Who comes up with this stuff? That
Yeah.
is amazing.
That's responding to needs and wants that you didn't even know.
Especially women who are on the go, they're
Right.
working. You know, or they want to lose a little bit of weight, but they
Sure.
want the fiber and they want to feel
Sure.
full.
See the graphics on the fruits? Yes.
Healthy.
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 Yeah, it's a balanced meal. Good
They
meal
don't just
something.
put random words here. It's what they want you to see.
The right words will give the right desire.
Interesting.
I think this should appeal to you.
Oh, why? Why?
Well, you see here, now more, okay? You have more goodness, more flavor, without compromising the health aspects of this. And same price. That's the appeal.
The more you think about it, the more you talk about it and you have a look around you and you realize there's so many messages. They're
screaming at you. They're telling you, buy
Yes.
me, buy me.
Indeed, indeed.
Right? They
Yes.
want you to touch these products. They want you to feel and resonate with them.
Yes, the more you touch it, the more you feel it, it would draw you to that product. And ultimately, it would result in action. If it's not today, maybe tomorrow.
So patience is key, but you'll probably be
Yes,
back.
yes, yes, yes. It plants that mind, the idea that this is here for you, waiting for you.
You know what they call that, right? Inception. Food packaging can sometimes be a little ambiguous. Now let's take a look at the hidden meanings behind everyday packaging jargon.
When you go to the supermarket and you pick up a food product, when you look at it, it says rich in calcium as well as vitamins A, B, C, D, folic acid and iron. So what does that mean? Rich in calcium means it must have at least 50% of the daily allowance of calcium. So 800 milligram of calcium is the daily allowance. So one serving of this, which is 200 ml, would need to have 400 milligrams of calcium, which is a very good source of calcium. When you pick up a product like this that says chicken flavored rice porridge, and you look at the claims that are on there, it says fat-free, less salt, and no trans fat. So when a product is fat-free, it's pretty obvious that it also contains no fat at all, which is why it's also trans fat-free. When you look at the less salt, what it actually means is it must be 25% reduced salt compared to rice porridge out there that is similar to this for it to have a claim that says that it's less salt. So if you look at this packaging of bread, it says low GI. So when a product is low in glycemic index, it needs to be lower than 55. So this product here says that it's a GI of 44. So therefore it meets the claim of a low GI product. And also on this product it says that it's low in sugar. Means it must be less than or equals to 5 grams in 100 grams of that food product.
The key is to read the labels and to understand what they mean so that the next time you go shopping, you're informed about what you're actually buying. We've looked at packaging and how to interpret all the fancy jargon, and now it's time to investigate how the packaging material affects the food inside. Food can be packed in a number of materials, from cans and cardboard to glass, foil, and of course, plastic. Plastic is commonly used to extend a food's shelf life, for storage convenience, and even for its variety of appearances.
The virtue about having plastic packaging is because it's actually clear. It allows consumers to actually take a look at the content inside. Compared to if you have it in a metallic can, all you can do is basically just to shake it. Plastic is lightweight as well. So it's easy for you to travel with it rather than you actually have glass.
The vast varieties of plastics are grouped into a worldwide system called the Resin Identification Index. This helps to classify which plastics can be used to package specific types of food. These numbers can be found at the bottom of most plastic containers. For example, number 1 is a type of plastic used for soft drinks or PET bottles. Number 2, 3, and 4 are made into plastic bags and cling film. Number 5 is more resistant. It's used for making containers, buckets, and storage boxes. Next comes number 6, or more commonly known as styrofoam, used for drinking cups and plates. Lastly, 7 is others, a huge complex mix of plastics that's difficult to sort. They are mostly used in tableware and helmets. Here's another way to remember how to understand the resin index numbers. Plastics numbered 1 to 4 can withstand temperatures from 75 to 80 degrees Celsius, while plastics numbered 5 to 7 can withstand a much higher heat range of 95 to 140 degrees Celsius. After the break, we embark on a fast and furious quest with a 5-year-old.
Oh, ice cream, okay, cereal, and then you're done. Go, go!
No supermarket shelf will be left intact. And we explore how to avoid a major packaging meltdown. As we've seen, color and shape play an important role in packaging science. Our eyes and emotions get drawn to certain colors more than others. Color also represents a brand's personality or the message behind the product. For example, green represents fresh, healthy, and environmentally friendly, while red makes us feel hungry. Purple is rare and shows that something is new or special. Making a color connection is especially true for children.
Especially younger children, some of them, in terms of the development of colors, they don't see dull colors that well. When we're younger, we are more attracted to very bright colors, whereas for adults, we can perceive more shades of colors. So in terms of the use of colors, I suppose in packaging for adults, it can be more sophisticated.
To set this theory in action, we recruited one of our top food detectives for one of our toughest missions. I have a very old and wise friend with me today who's going to give me some insight into the types of packaging that children are attracted to. Meet Mr. Teddy. Mr. Teddy,
Yes.
are you ready for your mission?
Yes.
I need you to pick 5 things for me today in the supermarket. 1 type of ice cream, 1 type of crisps, 1 type of sweet or candy, 1 type of cereal, and 1 type of biscuit. Anything that you want, and then you're gonna come back here when you're done and tell me why you picked those.
Okay.
Can you do this for me?
Yes.
Okay, let's shake on it. 3, 2, 1, get out of here. Go, 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 go! We've strapped a camera to Teddy, and while he turns the supermarket upside down, I'm going to get Francis to watch and analyze his shopping decisions.
Crisps. I think I like this.
It screams excitement, isn't it? Action, isn't it? Yeah? Fun.
Roller coaster.
Yeah, also the transparent packaging does work because you see the actual merchandise, you know?
So he knew what he was getting. He knew what he was in for.
Right, something familiar to him. You might have tasted it before, yeah?
Oreo. They're doing it on too.
Marshmallow, yeah, red, huh? I think he probably thinks it's at the barbecue. The fire, isn't it?
Yeah,
the fire,
that's
the
true.
pit, isn't it? He relates to memories and good fun they have.
And what else about the marshmallows?
Well, it's transparent, so you actually see it, you almost can touch it, so it's a visual and tactile experience for him as well.
Cereal ice cream.
Hey, I think he likes bananas. The colors attracts him too. It's fun, it's cheerful.
No, regular.
It's yellow. You know, it was yellow banana just now, right? And now you got the yellow koala.
Okay,
Eh? It looks like it's a color that works on him. At the background, the yellow looks very enticing, it's very strong. It's very powerful in terms of his ability to entice the kids in him. You know?
You made it! All right, Teddy, why these marshmallows?
Because I like the color red over here and over here. And I also like the taste of the marshmallows.
Now this one's a really funky bag, huh? Lots of different colors. Do you like that it has lots of different colors?
Yeah, that's why I chose it.
Because it's bright?
Uh-huh.
Teddy, I think you've been awesome. Should we get your stuff checked out? All right. The theory goes undisputed. Kids are innately attracted to bright colors, which they associate with fun and happy times. Of course, not all such packaged food should be eaten daily, but it's also a good thing to remember when preparing or packaging foods at home. Cling wrap is a very common type of plastic. It helps us to see how fresh our meat is and to keep them free from bacteria. But some scientists believe that this type of plastic can impact our health. It's something to do with the substances called plasticizers.
Plasticizers are substances added to materials to make it softer and more flexible. Some of the common food packaging that uses plasticizers are PVC cling wraps, and sometimes you find it also in some of the linings of plastic coatings in tin cans.
It's important to be aware of the presence of plasticizers and chemicals such as bisphenol A or BPA, which may disrupt hormone levels. Studies from around the world have shown that exposure to such harmful chemicals may cause deficiencies. One of the culprits of BPA is something as simple as a baby bottle.
Bisphenol A and plasticizers are all food additives or monomers which are commonly found in food packaging material. If you were to look for plastics that's made from polycarbonate, whether it's a polycarbonate bottle or some baby feeding bottles, so those are the ones that may have the potential of having bisphenol A being leached into the food products when you use them, depending on the type of food it is coming in contact with, depending on the duration and the temperature.
Today, a popular alternative is to use BPA-free products to store food and liquids. Here's a question almost every household asks. What is the safest way to use plastics?
Typically, when manufacturers produce the materials, they have actually select packaging materials that is suitable for the particular environment. However, after consumption and you're considering about reusing it, it has to be careful as what you actually put inside the particular packaging material.
We've all been to the supermarket, and I'm sure sometimes you might get confused about how many different types of packaging there is out there for different types of food. And I'm curious to find out how it actually helps to preserve the food that we buy. And Pinda's here to show me a little bit more.
Today I'm going to show you how this packaging technology actually prevent one of the common issues in Apple, which is browning of the apples. What I'm going to feature here in this case will be MAP.
So what is MAP?
MAP means modified atmosphere packaging. So you are actually changing the composition of the air within the package itself. Because oxygen in this case can actually cause the enzymatic browning to this apple. So by eliminating this oxygen, we can actually eliminate or even slow down the browning reaction in the apple.
Let's compare the results. After 3 days, there is some slight discoloration on the apple in the MAP package. However, there is significant browning on the apple stored with just simple cling film, which means oxidization has taken place and nutrients have been lost. I have always wondered, how do I keep my chicken as fresh for as long as possible after I've purchased it in the market? I'm about to find out. Proper food packaging at home is a vital but often overlooked practice. But what is the secret to storing food to prevent spoilage and retain freshness?
One of the most common problems that we will encounter would definitely be the freezer burn. And this is one example of when the meat is exposed to the surrounding in the freezer itself. The surface of the meat is very dehydrated.
Talking about another way to do it, what's the best way? Show me.
Okay, the best way, we would use this freezer bag.
Resealable freezer bags, such as this, provide an airtight barrier, stopping moisture from evaporating, which helps to curb freezer burn. Let's compare what the chicken looks like when you put it in a resealable bag in the freezer compared to this, which is what I have in my freezer. This is still pink. This still looks fresh. I mean, yes, it's hard and it's frozen, but look, stark contrast. How long do you think I can keep it in my sealed bag in the freezer before I probably ought to cook it?
As long as the feed is frozen, you can easily go up to at least 6 months. So definitely not an issue if, let's say, you really want to store it for such long duration.
Packaging is everywhere. It's unavoidable, but as consumers, we can be more aware. So don't get carried away by all the pretty pictures. Make sure you're reading the labels and the nutrient lists. And if you're dealing with plastics, keep them away from direct sunlight. Make sure you're storing them in a cool and dry place. Now that's a wrap.